I'm going to ask Mike James to come on up. He is with Cross-Eyed Comedians. And so let's give him a warm welcome. Mike James, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? Well, I'm glad to be here. What great worship music, huh? That's fantastic. It's fantastic. So where are all my married people?
Right here.
Oh, okay, it's going to be awkward, isn't it? You start out real awkward. There he is. Well, I just celebrated my 27th wedding anniversary, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm sure it sounds great. No, it does. I'm kidding. I'm happily married. I am. It's been great. We got married very young. So, in fact, we spent our honeymoon in a blanket fort. No, we weren't that young. But we were very young. We were pretty young. And there was a lot of benefits to that. Since I got married young, I never had to waste a bunch of time trying to figure out where my own interests were or any of that. This was that saved a lot of time, I'll be honest with you. I was just thinking about that when I was back there. I thought, we've got a lot of single friends, a lot of people that we hang out with and all that. And I was just thinking how great God is that He's put every kind of person. There's so many different people He's put in my life, and just an impact of everybody around me that are His. I think one of the greatest gifts He's given us is each other to fellowship with, right? So give yourself a hand for being out here tonight and fellowshipping with each other. I think that's fantastic. I do. I think it's awesome. Like my wife and I, we were just talking about that recently and praying about it, and just how we're going to impact the people around us and all of that. So anyway, I'll move on from that. Some of the other benefits of being married, I think, for me at a young age was I realized very quickly that I was smarter than my single friends. Right. I'm sorry, guys, but being married makes you smarter, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys have been married before, and there's a level of intelligence that goes up with that, because you learn things you wouldn't know otherwise. Like, of course, early on, if you get married young, you learn right away there's a fork just for salad, right? We figure that out. Also, I learned there's such thing as salad. I did not know that before getting married. So I also learned, what else? I need a duvet. Don't know what it is, but apparently we need one. I know we have one somewhere. There's that. People ask a lot of times what the secret is to being in a relationship so long. And I think really, to be honest with you, I think it's communication. That's all it is, just communication. You have to communicate with each other. I'm bad at it. My wife she communicates a little too much, but the communication is what's key. You have to say I love you to each other. You don't have to use those words. You just have to communicate that with any relationship you have. Like if we're getting ready to go out, my wife she'll usually say something, and I feel pretty, my hair's not right, I don't even want to go out, and I'll tell her, honey, you look fantastic. You always look fantastic. That's how I say I love her, right? And later that night we'll be getting ready for bed, and I'll be, oh, look, my hair really receding, and she'll say, yeah, you'll be bald soon. We just say it different, that's all. Communication is important. I'm kidding. I am very happily married. I love being married. And again, I've been blessed by God to have the relationship I have, and it's been fantastic. Every day I wake up and I just think to myself, thank you, God, for the people in my life and for my wife. I look forward to my day, and I just think this is going to be a brand new set of instructions. That's what I'm looking forward to today, because she loves lists. My wife will make a list for everything. If we're at home, even if she's leaving, she'll be leaving for an errand, and I'll think, oh good, I can watch what I want on TV, I'll eat Cheetos on the good couch, whatever I want, and now she'll leave me a list. And she'll know if I don't do the list, because it won't be done, and there's orange fingerprints all over everything. But I just think that's not fair. She'll go on vacation, she'll make a list. We'll get on vacation, she's, oh, here's the list of stuff, and I'm thinking, oh good, that way we won't waste any precious vacation hours relaxing. This is awesome, thanks honey. We argue still. Everybody argues, right? It doesn't matter how long you've been married or how long you're with somebody. Even best friends argue with each other. This is what I learned how to get out of an argument with my wife. This is how I get out of it. It worked for a while. It stopped working after a while, but what would happen is she caught on. So she, during the picking the fight part, because we know you guys, these women love to pick fights. So she'd be like, nose, hair, toilet seat, whatever she's bringing up. I would interrupt. I figured this out. Just interrupt. I know. That's my point. Pretty smart, right? And it works pretty good. Because what'll happen is a couple things. First, she'll like stop. She'll be like quiet for a minute, which was magical. It was awesome. And then I think what she's in her head, she's just thinking, "What is this trickery?" And you just take that tender, precious, quiet moment, and you run away. You just get out, and there, you're welcome. That's how you win. So you can't do it too early, though. I learned that also. There's a rookie mistake. These make me look fat. I know, that's my point. No, it's a timing thing. I messed that up the first time. That was pretty bad. That's not right. I don't know why we argue too. I always feel like I'm a victim in the argument. Like, why are we arguing? I never picked this fight. Why are we arguing about stupid stuff? I'm a catch. Do you not see the catch I am? I'm a catch. There's a lot of benefits to being married to me. I'm handy. I cannot tell you how many home projects I've started. I have a tool belt and everything. She laughs at me for wearing my tool belt. I think it's important to have a tool belt. That's why you're wearing. Okay, I need to have access to all my tools right here with me. She'll be just like, "You're changing a light bulb. What do you need all that for?" I don't know. She says I don't listen. The other day she's telling me that. But again, it's not my fault. Every day, it's like a one long run-on sentence all day long. You know, every sentence ends with "and." I think she does that. She answers sentences intentionally with "and." No matter how long the pause it's going to be, just to keep me waiting there. Like it's as if she's saying, "And I got more to say. You just hang tight. You know, I never know when it's going to end." The other day she's telling me, you don't listen, something, I don't know. But still, the point is that I try. It's not my fault. We love to go on our date nights. We do. We like to go out. And this is the thing I've noticed. A lot of us guys, we notice this about you. We notice a lot of commonalities you have. But one of them is, I don't know why you feel the need to do this, but if we'll go out, I'll go with my wife, and she'll see other people that we don't know, and she'll have to figure out their whole deal, and then she explains it to me, like she knows what's going on. Yeah, you do that, right? We were out there, she's like, "Look at them, they're on their first date. She ordered salad, things are going pretty good." You don't know them at all, you have no idea what's going on with them. I should point out an older couple, look at them. They're in their 80s, they're celebrating their anniversary. There's no way you can know this about these people. And she'll make this observation, usually about older people too. It's so sad looking, they're just sitting there, eating and staring. They don't even talk. I'm just thinking, that would be awesome. Can't wait to get older. I have no idea what steak tastes like if I'm not choking it down with. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. No. I can't wait to get older. But I'm feeling older. I'm a grandfather now. So that's, thank you. I'm not sure if you know how that works, but I had nothing to do with it. But thank you anyway. Here's another thing. I'll move on, but she corrects me. This just happened the other day. She has to correct me. I don't care what we're doing or how accurate I am. We have some friends over and I said, "Yeah, we've lived here about 10.5 years or so." I said, "No, it's been almost 11. You're right, honey. 10.5 is nowhere near almost 11. I'm an idiot. I apologize for trying to deceive our friends. I don't know why I was doing that. Date nights. It would not be good being single, so kudos to you who can do that. My pickup line to a woman would be, at this point in my life, would be, "You look like a woman that wouldn't blame me for everything." That's where I'm coming. That's really all I have. Our kids are moved out now. My friends all say, "Sure, you think you're empty nesters, but they'll be back. They'll be back." They'll all say they're going to be back. And I'm thinking, there's no way my kids are coming back. I mean, they are very resourceful, but there's no way they're finding our new address. There's no way. Yeah, date nights, being grandfather's making me feel so old. I'm not that old really, and I'm young for a grandfather, but I'm noticing older things about me that are like older person things, traits. Like the other day I was watching TV. I'm watching TV. and I grab the remote control, and usually, in the past, I grab the remote control and it looks like this. Not anymore. Now I look at the remote control first. I don't know why. That maybe my memory's going. I don't know where the buttons are. I don't know what's going on. And my eyesight's going. So now changing the channel looks like this. Right? It's like, that's myself doing. And even the stuff I'm watching on TV. Used to be you just flip through the channels, you could track everything, go back and forth. Now I'm slowing down, or I didn't slow down. Now it's like, flip, flip, whoa, 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 whoa. What if I fall and I can't get up? You know? I could use a scooter. I could see a scooter would be good. So you know what I thought? I will join a gym. I decided I'm going to join a gym. That way I'll feel younger. I'll feel in better shape. I'll feel fit. I'll do that. So I did. I went to our neighborhood gym, filled out the paperwork, gave my credit card. The guy runs it through, and he goes, "I'm sorry, Mr. James, you can't join our gym." Honestly, first thing I thought was, "Oh no, I waited too long." We have 3 kids that ruined my body, and so I'm like, "What do you mean I can't?" And he says to me, he goes, "No, you don't understand. You're already a member here." Yeah. That's how financially responsible I am. Yeah, that's right. I went back home and found out, oh, great, I've been paying $22 a month to this guy. I did not notice on my Visa bill. I'm glad I checked, though, because as I was going through it, I realized I'm still a member of the Columbia Tape Club. I don't need that anymore. So now that's some money wasted. I'm pretty sure they owe me a Bachman Turner overdrive, if I remember right. One of the things I don't like to do is shop. I know it's stereotypical. As guys, we don't like to shop. Women like to shop. My wife does. I think all you women, you get whatever it is you guys get, the restless purse syndrome or whatever it is. I don't know. Because you always have to do that. I can't stand it. Even grocery shopping. We'll go to the store, and one of the things I can't stand is, you notice now they keep the grocery carts like on the uneven tile, like at Walmart, the big stores. They store the carts on tile that's like they won't roll right. They do that so that you don't know you have the crappy one until you're already in the store. That's why I figured it out, because I always end up with the bad one. Always. Mine always makes this the whole time I'm using it, and I don't know what it is, because I look around and nobody else ever seems to have the bad one, right? You look around and nobody else ever seems to be making noise, but it's just you, and it's always me. I can't stand, and I always feel self-conscious. I don't know, maybe it's a guy thing, but I'll be taking this thing, and I'll be looking around like I have to explain it away. No, this is a loaner. It's not mine. Mine's in the shop. I don't know why that is. And I'll push the cart. I'll be pushing the cart, talking to my wife, and then I'll turn around and she'll be gone. Like, poof, like, where'd she go? She's like, she's just gone in the middle of an aisle. I can't figure it out. And I'll go look for her. I'll find her, and she says this, well, where's the cart? It's right over there. Well, you can't leave it there. Somebody will take it. I don't think that's true. I do not think there's a guy at Walmart just walking around all day. I don't care what happens today, I'm not picking out my own stuff. There's no way. Sometimes you do see that though. You're in the grocery store and you see like a cart just like full of stuff. Like their shopping is over, they've done the whole thing, it's just all full, and nobody's around. And you're thinking, what happened to that dude? Right? That's what I think. What happened to that guy? And I know it's a guy. Again, filtering everything through my experience with my wife, it's got to be a guy, because with my wife, I don't care what emergency comes up, she's not quitting. It could be, my water broke, but I have a coupon. She's just going to go, right? So my head was just, and then I imagine this guy just shopping and just stops in the middle of the aisle at one point and just goes, I used to be somebody, you know? And then he's just kind of, I don't know. I just have a minute or two left. I'll tell you this. One of the things that is, like, when I started out here, a little awkward for me, asking where all the married people were, one of the problems I have is I get into awkward situations and I don't know how to get out of them. Now, there's 2 kinds of people in the world, right? There's the cool people and the not so cool people. I've been the not so cool people my whole life. And I noticed this, that even good, cool people, they get into the same awkward situations. They just know how to get out of them. I never do. I'm horrible at it. Like the other day, I'm on the phone with a guy, he's a good friend of mine, he does bookings for me and stuff, I've known him forever, and I said, hey, yeah, okay, Bill, all right, okay, Love you, bye. Did not mean to tell Bill I love you. You ever do that? Did not mean to, oops. And now a normal person probably would have just called right back, but not me. I just freak out. I don't know what to do. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm imagining the next phone call with Bill. Hey, Bill, I think maybe we should start seeing other people. I don't know, you know? I feel like I can't call him back to say I don't love him. That seems rude. I don't know. Or handshakes. What happened to handshakes, guys? They used to be so simple. You knew it was coming. Now it's always awkward for me. Used to be, this is a handshake. Why can't we go back to that? Why is every time now it's like, we're blessing each other? What are we doing? I don't know. It's always changing. Why do we keep changing? Am I missing some meetings or what's going on? Or the fist bump thing? That snuck up right on my fist. And I never see it coming. I'm like, I always hold some guy's fist. This is how we're doing. This is how we're doing. Or the sneak hug thing. Guys, don't do that. Hey, whoa, okay, we're going to do this now, I guess. Okay. And by the way, if you get into that, there's an etiquette to it. It's 1, 2, 3, done. That's it. That's how it works, guys, okay? Not a fourth pad that starts to fill, or the rub. Don't do that. I hate that. I hate the rub. That's weird. It's just, we're just friends. Done. You're done. That's it. I'm going to share this one last thing with you. It's a little weird, but just bear with me. So I hate flying. Another awkward thing for me. I was leaving Phoenix recently. So the pilot comes on to say, I'm not kidding. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for boarding. We're going to be taking off." Whoa, here we go. That freaked me out. I don't like flying anyway. And I was flying into Denver, and we're coming in. And if you ever fly into Denver, you know it's always a lot of turbulence coming into Denver. It's just always bumpy. And I'm always freaked out. So we're coming in. It's just particularly bad. I grabbed the hand rest, right? And there's some guy next to me, he's already had grabbed it, so I'm like, a normal person's just going to pull his hand back, but not me. I go for the stare. The awkward thing is he looks back at me with this, he just goes, I don't know what to do. So we get to Denver and we land, and I'm walking through there like an idiot. I'm on my cell phone, you know, I'm like trying to text or whatever. My wife had texted me. And she asked for me to get something in Denver. Her sister lives there. And I responded back with K. She immediately calls me. I'm like, hello? And she says, what's the matter? And I said, nothing. I said, okay. She said, you wrote K. And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, you made it sound like you're upset. It's a K. How do you, I don't understand the K. Whole episodes of Sesame Street were brought to you by that letter. I don't know how that makes you, what is the anger part of that? I don't. This is K. But anyway, so I'm on my phone, and I'm like, you know, and because I'm not paying attention, I bump into this poor woman, this poor stewardess, lovely young lady, pumped into her, knocked her luggage over, and I'm like, oh man. And so in my head, I said, sorry, you know, a common response, sorry. For some reason, my mouth decided to say something else. You ever do this? And you end up saying a combination of words? I tried to say sorry, my mouth says pardon me, I say sodomy. Pretty bad, huh? It's just a word, people, but I said it. I was very embarrassed. I was like mortified. And, you know, somebody, again, normal, cool guys, I didn't mean to say that, I apologize and move on. Not me, I just do the stare, you know. She looks at me and says, did you just say something? Yeah, before she even finished it, my response to her is, no, that's my point. And I was just like, oh, hey guys, my name's Mike James. Thank you very, very much. You're a fantastic group of people. I want to bring up a friend of mine. He's very, very funny. Oh, there's already a microphone on. I'm going to hand him this one. That was weird. A little awkward for me. Okay, he's a very good friend of mine. Very, very funny. He's performed all over the country. He performed with the Temptations, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Patti LaBelle. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my very good friend, Mr. T.A. Burrows.
How about another hand for Mike James, please? I'm very blessed. How about you? Very blessed. I'm so glad to be here tonight. It is my pleasure to be here tonight. I gotta tell you, I'm very excited. I really, really am. I want to start off by telling you a little bit about myself. My name is T.A. Burrows. I'm a Sagittarian. I'm originally from New York City. And in case you're wondering, no, I'm not from Brooklyn. No, I'm not a Yankee fan. And no, I'm not Italian. So, don't laugh, I could be Italian. I went to school with a guy who looked just like me. He was Italian. Well, actually, he was half black and half Italian. His name was Giovanni Giuseppe Jackson. Parents owned a Sicilian soul food restaurant called Yo Mamma Mia's. Anyhow, New York is my home. It is where I was born and raised. It is a crazy place. You can see just about anything in New York. Last time I was home, my wife and I were walking around Central Park. A gentleman came up to us. He looked like he had a little too much to drink. Walked up and said, "Hello there, baby. You sure look good to me. Got some pretty eyes and pretty lips. How about a kiss?" I said, "Hey, buddy, that's my wife you're talking to." He said, "No, baby, I was talking to you." Whoa. But it's my hometown. What can I say? It is New York City. It is a crazy place. I went to school in New York. Graduated from high school. That was a major accomplishment. Schools in New York are very tough. I mean, my school was so tough, we were in biology class, we had to dissect that frog. I picked up the scalpel, the frog pulled the switchblade. You cut me, I cut you. What's it gonna be, ribbit? We had characters in my school you did not mess with. One used to come to school every day exactly the same way. Chains around the neck, black leather jacket, motorcycle boots. Stood 6'6", 245 pounds, totally bald, had no teeth. Used to walk into class every day. Don't start no trouble, ain't gonna be no trouble. Pretty bad, because she was our English teacher. I was just glad to graduate and get out of there. But I did graduate, and after I graduated, I went straight to UCLA. I should point out, I'm not talking about the University of California, Los Angeles. I'm talking about Unemployment Corner, Lenox Avenue. Whole different school. But now I'm doing what I always wanted to do. I'm a professional entertainer, stand-up comedian, actor, singer. I love my job. I love this. And you know, Mike will tell you, all entertainers will only have one thing that we really hope for, and that is to get a big break. And ladies and gentlemen, I finally got mine. 2 weeks ago, I signed my very first contract with Columbia Records. So, very much. It's a great deal. I get 8 CDs for $1. I have to buy 3 more, so I'm really happy. I now live here in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. Did some research when I moved to Phoenix. Found out Phoenix is actually a Latin word. It means, man, it's hot out here. They call it the Valley of the Sun. I think they're right, because when I first moved here, I was white. I don't mind to change, but my twin brother's really upset. Phoenix, Arizona. I love Phoenix, Arizona. They call it the Valley of the Sun. I think they should call it the surface of the sun. You ever notice when you go to other parts of the country, people in other parts of the country, they have no idea how hot it gets here in Phoenix. They have no clue how hot it gets here. I was talking to my brother last summer. I said, "Do you have any idea how hot it is?" He said, "How hot?" I said, "My car overheated." He said, "Big deal, cars overheat all the time." I said, "Not when they're parked in the garage." But I don't mind the heat. I've lived in Arizona now for almost 20 years. I do not mind the heat here. And I'll tell you why. Because this is the time of year we all live for, isn't it? Isn't it? It's February. It's 75 degrees. I love it. I love it. I love it because this is the time of year I choose to call all my friends back east. I get them on the phone. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Listen, I was just watching the Weather Channel. Looks like you guys are having a blizzard, 20 degrees, 3 feet of snow. Hang on one second, would you? Hey, kids, you don't stop splashing around in that pool. You're not going to get any of this barbecue." My friends hate me. But I love Arizona. I love Arizona for the weather. I love Arizona because we have such great diversity here, especially here in the Valley. We have a lot of different ethnicities, different backgrounds, and everybody gets along really, really well. And I think that's very important. I think God intended that. Don't you agree? Let's get a big round of applause for that tonight. That's important. We all learn to live together. Live together in peace and harmony. I think that's so important. When I do my laundry, I don't separate the whites from the colors. It's just kind of how I roll. I don't think we should judge people. We should never judge people by the way they look, how they're dressed. A lot of times we do that. We make big mistakes by doing that. I've had it happen to me. I was doing a show at the Arizona Biltmore Hotel. I was in a tuxedo. After the show, I'm standing in front of the hotel waiting for my wife. Guy drives up in a big expensive car, gets out of the car, walks up to me, hands me his keys. Be careful with that, son. It's a $100,000 Jaguar. I was shocked. I'm thinking, what? The guy thinks I'm the parking valet? I did what any proud man would do. I went for a ride. I'm cruising through downtown Phoenix. Look what some dumb rich man just gave me. Life is too short. You have to get out and enjoy your life. God intended us to be happy. He really did. I think you got to get out and enjoy your life. Do the things that make you happy. Before I moved here to Arizona, there's so much to do. A lot of great outdoor activities too. I like that. Like I said, did some research when I first moved out here. I found out that the most popular outdoor activity in Arizona is a game called Cuss and Walk. Cuss and Walk. You guys don't know this game? Oh, everybody plays it. They go out to a big green field, take a little small white ball, they sit it down here, take a stick, they hit it, then they cuss, and then they walk. A lot of people call the game golf, G-O-L-F, because that's what you do after you hit the ball. Go out looking for it. Is it under there? I don't see it. Do you? I don't play golf. I tried to play golf one time. I shot an 84. My friend said, that's really good. I said, not on the first 4 holes, it's not. I'd have done a lot better, but that windmill and the clown's mouth kept messing me up. You know what I'm talking about? I don't play golf. I like to go to the gym. I like to work out. Try to stay in shape. Try to take care of myself. I think it's important to take care of your body. I also think it's important to take care of your mind, so I try to do a lot of reading, try to do things that, stimulate my mind. I think a lot of people need their mind stimulated. Because I have come to the conclusion that there are a lot of very stupid people in the world. Anybody else agree? Amen. I think 1 out of every 3 people is stupid. I believe that. So look to your left. Look to your right. If those 2 people look smart, you might need to buy a vowel. That's what I'm saying. I see a lot of stupidity in the world every day. I'm going to share a couple of observations with you. Not so long ago, I had to go out to California. If you've ever driven to California from Arizona, you'll notice when you get to California, they have a border crossing between the 2 states. A guy walks up to your window and asks you if you have any fruits or vegetables in your car. And I asked him why, and he said, we don't want fruit flies coming into California in your car. I'm thinking, like, they can't just fly across this border on their own? Are fruit flies hitchhiking on the highway? Are they flying up to your window? Bzzz, you go to California, can I get a ride? I don't think so. It's just stupid. I'm reading the Arizona Republic the other day. They're trying to pass a law now that says if you own a pit bull, you have to have it neutered. I'm thinking, is this a good idea? Aren't these dogs angry enough already? Tell you what else I think is stupid. Warning labels. They put warning labels on everything. They're supposed to help us. They're supposed to keep us safe. I get that. But sometimes the warning labels are just silly. I went to Walgreens. I picked up a box of sleeping pills. On the back of the box it said, warning, sleeping pills may cause drowsiness. Wow. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking, if you want to give me a useful warning label on sleeping pills, how about something like, warning, do not take sleeping pills and a laxative in the same night. That's useful. That's helpful. A lot of us have stupid friends too, don't we? We have some stupid friends, don't we? Round of applause if you have stupid friends. Let's be honest tonight. Come on. If they're with you tonight, you can clap. They don't know you're talking about them. So. Your stupid friends always want to give you advice too. Always want to tell you how to do stuff. Yeah, they always do. And I noticed that not only do we have stupid friends, we have stupid celebrities. There are famous people who are stupid. At the top of my list, Mike Tyson. Anybody else think Mike is not exactly the brightest crayon in the box, or is it just me? People say, well, what do you expect? Mike Tyson is a boxer. I don't think that makes him stupid. There have been smart boxers. I think one of the smartest athletes that we've ever known is Muhammad Ali. He was a smart man. Ali's a smart man. He had great battles in the ring with Joe Frazier and George Foreman. I think his best battles were with Howard Cosell. Cosell would always come out, start talking about Ali. Good evening, sports fans. This is how it goes. Speaking of sports, Muhammad Ali was once the greatest heavyweight champ of all time, but Ali is great no more. The feet are no longer fast, the steps are no longer quick, and so one must wonder. Give me that microphone, Howard Cosell. Howard Cosell, I'm tired of you talking about all the things I can't do. I still got my speed, I still got my zip, and when this fight is over, I'm gonna button your lip. Yeah. Thank you. Ali was a smart man. He could recite poetry. Mike Tyson, not smart. Let's face it, collectively, in our lifetime, this is something we'll never hear Mike Tyson say. I'll take English literature for 1,000, Alex. Mike on Jeopardy, I don't think so. My question for Mike would be, Mike, does the word phonics mean anything to you? Mike's answer would probably be, don't be ludicrous. I know what phonics is. Phonics is a big city in Arizona. Thanks for playing, Mike. We got some party gifts for you backstage. I was on my way out to Las Vegas to do a show. Mike Tyson, it turns out, is on my flight. I'm thinking, how cool is this? I'm going to go and talk to the champ. And then I was like, wait a minute, he doesn't really speak English now, does he? Yeah. Mike was talking about flying a little earlier. I don't know about you folks. I don't like to fly. I think it's a hassle because things happen on the plane you cannot control. Planes break down, the planes are late, they lose your luggage. That, by the way, is my biggest pet peeve, the fact that they lose your luggage. I'll share an opinion with you. I personally think Delta Airlines is the absolute worst at taking care of your luggage. I think that's what Delta stands for. Don't expect luggage to arrive. It's either that or don't ever leave the airport. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You're 50,000 feet in the air. You have absolutely no control. That pilot comes over the intercom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I regret to inform you, but we've lost the engines on our aircraft. Going to be forced to ditch the plane in the Pacific Ocean. Now, for those of you that can swim, please move to the left side of the aircraft. When the plane ditches, open the hatch and swim to safety. For those of you that can swim, on behalf of the crew, we'd like to thank you for flying Delta Airlines. Have a nice day. You ever heard sometimes you're on those flights and they give you bogus information, safety information? I was on a flight from Phoenix to Tucson. They told me my seat cushion could be used as a flotation device. I'm thinking, for what? In case we crash into a jacuzzi down there? And sometimes the things that happen on the plane are not the airline's fault. It's the passengers you have to sit next to. Those irritating people that want to talk to you the whole flight. You sit down, you try to read a magazine, take a little nap, listen to a little music. They start telling you their whole life story. Then when I was 14, I got a pony, then I got a puppy, then my daddy took me to the circus. My mom was a manic depressive, my sister was an alcoholic, and shut up! I have a cure for this. I get on the plane, whoever's sitting next to me, I talk to them first. I sit down, I go, hi, how you doing? My name is T.A. Burrows, and I sell Amway. A lot of times I have a whole row all to myself on the plane. You're standing in the back. I'm not going to make fun of Amway. I have some very good friends who are in Amway, and they love it. They absolutely love it. They tell me that Amway actually owns its very own 5-star hotel that they built in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They said it's a fabulous hotel. And the problem is you can't check out till you get at least 3 other people to check in. So, that Amway thing. But think about it. If you don't want to fly, how else are you going to travel? There's not a whole lot of other options available to you. I mean, I guess you could always go like, Amtrak. But then, we live here in Phoenix. You got to drive all the way up to Flagstaff. And Amtrak is so slow. When I was back home in New York, I had to go to Chicago. I decided to take Amtrak. And I was late getting to the station. I ran up to the counter and I said to the woman, excuse me, if I run, can I catch that train to Chicago? She said, baby, if you run, you can beat that train to Chicago. If you're not going to fly, you're not going to take the Amtrak, then your other option would be, what, Greyhound bus? Is it just me, or is this a psycho ward on wheels? Last time I was on a Greyhound bus, this guy sitting in front of me is just irritating everyone around him, just rocking back and forth in his seat, listening to some loud, crazy rap music, singing off key, drinking something out of a paper bag, and smoking one of those funny cigarettes. I had just about enough. I said, you know, I'm gonna go and say something to this guy because I can't deal with this anymore. And I got up and then I realized, you know, they had that sign over the bus that says, do not talk to the driver while coach is in motion. You know, I better just sit down and hold on. So now you're out of options. Your only other option is to get in your car and drive, right? And that's kind of a scary proposition nowadays, isn't it? Because people drive so fast. You notice that everybody is flying down the highway now. And they're trying to slow us down here in Arizona. They have photo radar. I love this, photo radar. Let's put a camera up over the highway and take a picture of you speeding and send you a ticket in the mail. You open it up and it says, this is a picture of you speeding. Your fine is $100. I always decided if I ever got one of those tickets, I was going to send them a picture of $100 and go, here's your money. Figured they'd send me a picture of some handcuffs in a jail cell. And I sent them a picture of me in Mexico. Hola! I don't know what's worse, getting the photo radar ticket or having the police stop you, because sometimes the police will stop you, walk up to the car, and just ask you silly questions. They walk right up to the car and go, do you know why I pulled you over? Like, why? Did you forget on your way up here from the cruiser? Well, so you're not going to get any help from me. I was in Alabama, a state trooper stopped me, walked right up to the car. You know, son, you don't get there no faster by speed. I looked at him, I said, wow, you flunked math, didn't you? You must have had a time with them word problems. I don't think you'd ever have to worry about your car, you know, getting stopped for speeding if you just had a radar detector. That's a useful item in the car. I think you need that item in your car. Nowadays, they give us all these silly gadgets in the car, talking modules, things that say things to the driver. Your door is ajar. Your lights are on. I think that's great. I think it'd be a lot more effective if it could talk to other drivers for you. Yo, your signal's been on for 15 miles, turn it off! The light's green, quit kicking your nose up there and go! I don't need a talking module in my car. Only thing I need in my car, good sound system. Gotta listen to my music when I'm driving. How about you folks? Like listening to your music when you're driving? Love listening to music, but you ever notice sometimes if you drive long distance, you pick up really wild radio stations, strange stations? Driving to a little town in Arkansas, a place called Portville, Arkansas. Picked up the ultimate country western station, KBOB, K-Bob Radio. This jockey came on and was like, howdy do, howdy do, howdy do. This here's Mary Sue's sister's boys, nephew's next door neighbor's best friend, here on K-Bob Radio. Not that I mean to make fun of country western music. I actually like country western music. My favorite country western singer of all time, the late great Man in Black himself, Johnny Cash. Well, I hear the train a-comin', it's coming round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on, and that train keeps on rolling on down to San Antonio. I like country western music. Some of the rock stations you listen to are just crazy too. I was in California, I picked up this California station, KDOGK Dog Radio. This jockey came on and was like, dog on radio, KDOG. Shake those butts. You're on the 5950 to hold the mutts right here on K-Dog Radio. Yours truly, Great Dane Lane, playing all of your favorite hits. And don't forget, every Sunday it's Casey Kasem and American Top 40. American Top 40.
Hi, this is Casey Kasem, and welcome to American Top 40. This week on our countdown, we're going to be playing some of the greatest hits in the history of rock and roll. And we couldn't do that without America's greatest DJ. We brought him back. Hey, baby, this here's Wolfman Jack coming at you live! Yes, Southern. this week, Casey and I will be playing some great old hits for you, like this one by Louis Armstrong. Hello, darling, this is Louis. Darling, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. Oh, yeah.
I love music from that era. I like old school music. Everybody sang love songs back then. I mean, you had Elvis singing love songs.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You had Neil Diamond singing love songs.
Hello, my friend, hello. Just called to let you know I think about you every night. And I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello.
You had soul singers like Al Green singing love songs.
So in love with you, whatever you want to do is all right with me.
And we had great groups back in those days. Groups like Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, the Four Seasons, the Four Tops, and my favorite group of all time, the Temptations.
I can turn the gray sky blue. I can make it rain whenever I wanted to. Hey, I can build a castle from a single grain of sand. I can make a ship sail on dry land. But my life is incomplete and I'm so blue. 'Cause I can't get next to you, babe. I can't get next to you. I can't get next to you, babe. I can't get next to you.
Oh yes, love that music from that era. It was great music, great songs. And of course you all remember the Temptations' greatest song.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Yeah.
I know we have a lot of single people out here tonight. I applaud you. That's great. It's great to see you all come out. Give yourselves a big round of applause, as Mike said earlier, for coming out tonight and being a part of this fellowship. It is absolutely wonderful. I myself cannot stay too much longer. I really need to go because you guys got stuff to do. I got stuff to do, and my wife is waiting for me, and I better get home on time because I have a bad habit of being late all the time. I get caught sneaking in the house a lot. It's not good because I thought I knew how to sneak in the house, do all the little things guys do when they sneak in the house. Kill the engine, let the car coast into the driveway. Get out of the car, tiptoe into the house, up the stairs like I'm walking on eggs. Get to that squeak in the stair. Really hurt myself trying to avoid this. Up the stairs, down the hall. Get to the bedroom door. Open the door. Step inside. On comes the nightlight. She's sitting there like a pit bull in curlers.
Do you realize how late you are?
I go, heck yes, otherwise why would I be sneaking into my own house? And now I start using reverse psychology. I whip the car in the driveway, slam the brakes on. Get out of the car and slam the door. March into the house, up the stairs like it's Marine boot camp, a 50-mile hike. I get to that squeak. Up the stairs, down the hall. I get to the bedroom door. Do not take off the shoes. Karate, kick the door open. Flip on the light, top of my voice and say, hey, baby, I feel like hugging and kissing all night long. Guarantee you she's sound asleep. Well, before I leave you, I'm going to leave you with one last thing. People ask me where I get this wild sense of humor from, and I get the talent from God. That comes from God himself, because I think that God has blessed all of us with the talent, and we should all use that, and I try to use mine to the best of my ability. My sense of humor, I think, comes from my mother. My mom was my hero. She was a rock. She was a woman with a great sense of humor. Nothing ever fazed my mother. When I was 2 years old, my father ran off and left us. My mother found him. Tracked him down, made him pay that child support till the day I turned 18. When I was old enough, she used to send me to his house to get the money. My 18th birthday, I went to get this last payment, walked up to the house. My father was sitting on the front porch in a rocking chair with a case of beer celebrating. And he looked at me and he said, "Son, I'm going to give you this money. When you give it to your mama, I want you to tell her she can take this money, go straight to the devil with it. Tell her she can take this money, she'll never get another red cent for as long as I live, because I've been paying and paying for 16 years and I ain't paying no more. And then I want you to go home and tell her all of that and come back and tell me about the expression on her face." I took the money, I went home, told my mom everything my dad said. Mom and Dad told me to look at the expression on your face. My mom looked at me and smiled and said, "Son, you go back around to your daddy's house and tell your daddy after 16 years, he ain't your daddy." Look at the expression on his face. I'm T.A. Burrows. God bless you all. Thank you very, very much. And now here's Jen.
Thank you, T.A., for joining us, and another round of applause for T.A.